like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world I see is well.
One of the NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And here we go from Lambeau. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 50 red, 50 black ultras. Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. Headed out right. They're taking a shot on this first play. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. On now is McManus to kick this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Forward up, black 20.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw from Goff. He beams one. Deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
On 2nd and 10. Gone. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
first down now. Ball at the 39-yard line. Running it with David Montgomery. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. From the gun, Goff. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Yes, ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Goff working from the pistol. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Down run by Gibbs. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. But frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Gibbs. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Goff back to throw. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Complete to St. Brown. And he's done cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
Gibbs now from the gun. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Packers on top early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Gibbs on second down. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion will.
Gibbs can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Now try Gibbs again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff's going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp coming to life when it matters.
Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
Packers, 1st down.
Love from the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push the lead up to 12. On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Goff to the air now. He touches him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's not going to score. He stopped short and actually might have lost a couple back at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
from the 2-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Gibbs. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the pistol, here's Love. Trying for the deep ball. Pass brought in by Watson. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And then throw to the outside.
And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers push the lead up to 12. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Motioning the tight end now. Back to throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left. It is caught at the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to 17. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Bates' kick is up and good. And the lead is back down to 9. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Right, reels it in. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field, and now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Tight end going in motion here. Goff on 3rd. Taken in by Williams outright. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now Love. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Movement.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
3.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 10 now.
48-yard line.
He finds Jacobs here underneath. Oh, the football's loose. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he didn't need much after making the recovery, did he? A step or 2 forward, and he gets him the 1st down anyway. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Black 40. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. They tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With half the football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They throw it deep to the left side, and that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Goff. He rolls to his right. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
First down, and they go right back to it. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Yeah, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motioning Williams left. They put a receiver in motion here left. From the gun, Goff. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And once again, they can't connect.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, swing. Black foot, cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they hit him along the sideline now. Pick up a 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 11. And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Play action. Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. He's got it at the 6. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
52 blocks.
Throwing again. Love. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Goff setting to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Desperation time here. That one complete to St. Brown. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Take it a short gain and turn it into an explosive play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They motion the tight end over. Throwing again, it's gone. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Yes, sir. 180.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Lions down by 7. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 17. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Anything you can say positive about the execution of that play? Because at least he didn't go backwards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Packers make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. Once you have to finish with points.
Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They stick with Jacobs. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go. Red, 38. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Short drop, and he gets a kick away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here he is to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.